Welcome, one and all, folks, to a very, very special, anticipated.
Is it real?
It's real.
Oh.
It's real. Spirits
It's real.
Review, folks, of William Larue Wellers. I am your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. You can find this guy over here at Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok. But folks, you're here this evening for this incredible bourbon and its review, and we're about to fresh crack the seal. And I am joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
The just baffled, bewildered, befuddled, if you will, Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, and this is going to be just, I still can't believe you have acquired such a unicorn and are going to open this bad boy right here, right now.
Well, I decided
What a first drink of the day.
I figured while our palates are fresh, let's get into this, but in the words of the great Ernest Hemingway, and it's words I've been living by, never hesitate to kiss a beautiful woman or open a good bottle of whiskey. And so in that particular vein, we're going to get into William Larue Weller. Big shout out to the store owner who let me know this is coming in town. You know who you are. God bless. So this is 62.65 alcohol by volume, 125.3 proof.
Baby.
To date, this will be the highest reviewed bourbon ever reviewed.
The highest proof?
Yes.
Really?
I think we've had some higher proof other spirits, but this will be the highest proof bourbon ever reviewed here at K.O.E Nation, and it's William Larue Weller, folks.
It's happening.
So, yep, I'm breaking the seal. It's happening. No going back.
It's open.
Oh, my.
Lovely.
I was about to say
Lovely.
soft and subtle.
Is that a synthetic or is that a real cork?
That's real.
Real cork?
Oh, my.
Oh. Yeah, quite excited for this.
And a perfect use for wee Glen Karens, to be frank.
This is not one you want to do a Russo pour on.
No. And we'll be using these for when this is entered in the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament this year. It's going to be having some pretty stiff competition. Van Winkle 10-year, Elmer T. Lee, and Blanton's Gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, yeah, 125 proof. I thought, had we not done 127? Wasn't that a Booker's?
Maybe. You might be correct.
I think
you might
just
be.
barely. A Booker's has beaten it out, and maybe one other. But yeah, I mean, this is
Well, you know, folks,
much higher than
K.O.E Nation super fans, be sure to let us know in the comments. But
uncut, unfiltered, limited edition barrel proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. William Larue Weller. Oh my goodness. Well, that breathes.
And while we breathe.
Yes, while we breathe. Born in 1825, William Larue Weller was one of the early whiskey pioneers of Kentucky. After serving in the Louisville Brigade during the 1840s, William Larue Weller remained in Louisville and continued his family heritage in the whiskey business. Weller was famous for his Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey using wheat instead of rye in the mash bill. As one of the most distinguished of his time, William Larue Weller spent many years educating consumers about the different styles of bourbon and the special flavors that wheat imparted to his whiskey in particular. William Larue Weller also believed in the importance of aging his whiskey, and to this day, Weller bourbon continues to be aged longer than most. The combination of exceptional aging and the use of wheat in the mash bill produce a whiskey with a very mature, rich, and exotic aroma. Its flavors have been described as, we'll
get into that.
Well, actually, yeah. We don't want to put the cart before the horse here, folks. Like its namesake, this uncut and unfiltered wheated Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey is strong, proud, and enduring. A tribute to the legacy of William Larue Weller.
Tony, I'm not going to spoil for you what I've been getting on the nose.
All right.
Take a good nose, but you're going to be shocked that it's going to remind you of something.
Oh. Ooh.
Ah, that beautiful, beautiful wheat, though.
There's a There's a chocolatey sweetness on the end of that.
Wow. I was going to say dark chocolate on the nose.
Wow.
And also I get a hint of raspberry.
Ooh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
Because, all right, now, Tony, we haven't tried it on the palate yet, but just on the nose, this is going to sound almost like sacrilege to some Buffalo Trace lovers, but you're going to understand this is high praise from me.
All right.
Okay? The nose, because it's heavy in the wheat, has moments where it reminds me of that coppery Maker's Mark on the very expensive private selects.
Okay.
And then, but replace the apple that you get with the raspberry, add the dark chocolate, because that's not there in any Maker's Mark you'll ever find. So if you're a lover of the private selects, which I am, I've got about 6 on my shelf over there.
A lot of red tops over there.
Yeah, that's big praise for me. But does that not remind you of that wheater aspect?
Yeah, I can definitely see where you're going with this. You're right. There's an adjacent nose here, but some of the profiles have been replaced.
Well, I'm guessing the esters that are made in this distillation process are going to be entirely different from the esters that are made in Maker's Mark. Because now, I just always bring this up as a little trivia fact. For those who don't know, esters are the chemical in fruit that gives it its smell, and in some distillation processes those same chemicals will be made in the whiskey, so that's why you smell certain fruits.
This is a fantastic nose. Now granted, this is a very, very sought after bottle. Expectations are high, but so far just on the nose alone,
this is a 5-star nose. If we were grading whiskeys only on their nose, this would be up there.
This is lovely. And
this does not smell like 125.
No.
Like, remember that 1792 store pick? And that was like, it smelled every bit of it.
Every bit of full proof. This is the life. I would like to get this in a car air freshener if I could.
If you didn't know what this was, what would you guess? It's proof. Just on smell. Let's wait till we get to taste. That might.
I would say 95.
I was going to say 93.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little over 90, but not much. Yeah, this is delightful.
Yeah, this is a pleasant bouquet of nose smells.
This is beautiful.
And they all match together too. Like we've had some noses where it's got all this stuff all over the place, but it's all
instead
over
of
the place.
shooting out in different directions, they're all uniting.
Looking
together.
at you, Scotch.
It almost seems like a shame to drink this.
It's kind of like you want to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
But this is for science, okay?
If it's for science.
These are the sacrifices we make for science and you, the K.O.E. Nation.
My God.
That's warm.
Oh, baby. Woo! Oh, yeah. That hits the spot. Damn, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, the spice is
it's good. It's really freaking good.
Oh, yeah. It's like hot cinnamon.
Oh, my God.
But imagine stewed raspberries.
I was going to say the raspberries are there.
A lot of cinnamon.
They're there. And
the dark chocolate's there for a second in the beginning, but then it gives way to everything else we just described.
Yeah, there's you're right. Stewed raspberry, just wow. It coats your palate, and it encases your tongue with almost a waxy feel, but a delightful one at that. And as that dissipates, then that stewed raspberry really starts coming through on the finish.
What I've noticed, what really helps with these high proof bourbons, not like really swishing it in your mouth in the traditional way, because you get a lot of oxygen in there, and that allows for a lot of chemical reactions.
Oh, wow.
I keep my mouth very closed, my cheeks in, very little room for the tongue, and I let the liquid go around there, let less oxygen in. Really lets you consider it, and yeah, this one's just like mouth watering. I mean, you can see I'm having I mean, this is just delicious.
Like at 125 proof, it makes your mouth water and it makes you want to drink more, which is so dangerous.
Like, I can see why they do this at 125 because at 90, like, they could water it down to 93.
No.
Probably sell even more of them because they would have more, but it would go down too easy.
There's probably a product out there that we don't even know that they do that with.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
That's a different
Buffalo Trace
distillery.
nerds, let us know. But Yeah, tonight is William Larue Weller night, and this is a spectacular way to start the evening.
Oh my God. That's beautiful. A+.
Yeah, with each drink,
wow,
the spice becomes less, but that cinnamon's still there.
Yes.
But it doesn't like, now Grant, this is our first drink of the day. This is because I figured, let's just do it right. But after you get past that roller coaster spice cinnamon ride of the first taste, it becomes just marvelous raspberry, because I'm guessing there's quite a few esters in here that would match a raspberry ester or some red fruit. And it's just gorgeous. I can see why this is the head of the William Larue Weller line. And Tony, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now. This is now officially an entrant into the 2022 Bourbon Tournament.
That's a heavy hitter.
And it's going in the heaviest hitter of brackets. Like I mentioned earlier, folks, this one will be going up against Van Winkle 10-year. Elmer T. Lee, we've already reviewed that one and it's gorgeous. Blanton's Gold, we've already reviewed that one and it's gorgeous. So folks, we'll see if this one makes it to the final four, but before we get there, we need to get to the grading of this particular bourbon. And Tony, you know it, but for the folks at home, we grade this on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E. Nation has advised you well. So we're going to grade this as a bourbon, as a whiskey, as a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving. And for those new to the show, the secret 5th question. So, Tony, as a bourbon on a 5-star scale, what would you give this?
5. It's 5-star bourbon. That's outstanding. Like this is a 5-star bourbon. All
right, now Tony,
here you go.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Oh shit.
Except actually, I'm not going to disagree with you at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam! 5 stars as a bourbon.
That's magical.
This is what bourbon should be.
Yep.
That's
an achievement.
Tony, this is the only bottle that has surpassed barrel 450 Blantons. Okay? I still have that barrel.
Man.
I still have that bottle in my safe. Okay? Like, that's how much I'm holding back that bottle. Because it's just caramel in a glass, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I will love it and cherish it during some special occasion, but this is so much more complex and beautiful and gorgeous. And the more you come back to it, the dark chocolate starts to come back a bit more. That raspberry never goes away. It's just there the whole time.
Just like on the nose, like the flavors do not run away from each other. They marry together in just a beautiful unison. Yeah. 5-star bourbon.
But yeah, that end still has that heavy cinnamon spice. So I'm sure
there's a little extra spice there.
It's
not just cinnamon too. There's another spice there. I can put my finger on.
Well, that's why I'm saying heavy cinnamon, because I can't quite. Like, it's not like a curry punch. I can't think of what it is. But you're right. There's I remember one time I made a comparison of if you muddled cinnamon and allspice together. Mm-hmm. But with that drink we were drinking, put in more allspice and cinnamon. This one, reverse it. More cinnamon than allspice. The spice must flow.
Oh, wow.
The 3 Dune fans in the audience are just losing it. So that is our grade, 5 stars as a bourbon. Now, as a whiskey.
As a whiskey, I'm going to say 4.5. Easy 4.5. It's a high proof. It's definitely spicy, which some beginners might not appreciate. Like, if you're just starting in whiskey, this is something you work your way up to.
I was about to say,
you start out with this, it's going to ruin whiskey.
I wanted to go 4.75, but you're right, because this is not a beginner's whiskey, and this is not something you should cocktail with.
If you cocktail this, you're getting a slap. You're getting a slap.
Gonna slap you, like yes.
Yeah.
Slap. No. In a video game.
Allegedly.
But yes. All right, we got that in. All right, now we move on to cask-aged spirits, and I think we're both going to say the same thing, aren't we?
Depends. What are you doing? Because you've gone off the rails before. I'm going to say 5.
I was going to stay on the rails and go with you.
Okay.
5 stars as a cask-aged spirit.
Yeah, the ingredients here, the mash bills here, and they do it perfectly.
Because this is art in cask aging.
Yep, this is. It's beautiful.
I cannot begrudge this in any way.
When you get the flavor profile to connect in such a way and just be beautiful together and be able to still pick out different flavors, that's perfect. And they're not fighting each other. They're together. Again, it's just a perfect unison.
Oh, God, this is gorgeous.
This is amazing.
The rest of the evening's reviews are going to be disappointments. Now, is there really any dispute? Like, this isn't going to even go on my top shelf. This is going to go into my secret whiskey vault that most people don't know exists. So
Except for everybody watching.
Yes. Well, you know, most of them aren't going to be coming over to Casa K.O.E. all that much.
Well, they are now.
Yeah, true. I got a feeling in the comments there's going to be some people like, hey, can I come over?
Just found Casa K.O.E. on the Google Maps, Bill. I'll be there in 20.
Good luck. I mean, I am in the middle of nowhere.
True.
So,
for a reason.
Yes. So moving right along.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put this in with my liqueurs and my rum and my cab. But yeah, of course, it's a top shelf. Come on.
Yeah.
My God.
Now, the secret 5th question is, when this bottle runs empty, will I seek another? Well, yes.
You're always going to be seeking another.
Yes, from pretty much...
That doesn't make...
Pretty much from here until when I'm like 85 and my doctor says you have to stop drinking or else some internal organ's just gonna not work anymore. Then like that'll be, it's like until that day. And even then, if I find one, I'll probably still buy one.
But I can still nip off my flask, Doc, right?
No.
Winky face.
Even then, I'll probably still buy a bottle of this just to put it on the shelf as bragging rights.
True.
And then, you know, like have the grandkids fight over it. So
it'll only be like a $5,000 bottle that day. Come that time count.
Come inflation, yeah, but I mean at the same time a Coke will be like, you know, $500.
Yeah, this is something you're definitely going to seek out, but
yes. Now, again, will I seek another bottle? Yes. The price that I paid USD was not secondary. It was not. It was significantly under secondary.
You did get a good deal on this.
It was a little more than retail. But it was one of those, the stars just aligned. I happened to even be in town that day. Like, I was like, oh, God, really? Okay. I mean, I'll stop by and look at it. And then I looked at it.
And you knew, but you knew when you hung up the phone.
It was
you weren't just looking at it.
Oh, I was doing the Homer Simpson driving there like, oh, no, you don't. That trampoline is mine. Like, nobody else knew about it. But, like, it's like... So yeah, you're right. I knew
this is like going to the strip club and saying, I'm going to sit in the back, I'm not going to throw any dollars on stage, and then you end up driving through the drive-through marriage and you wake up with a wife the next day. But no regrets.
I was about to say, other than that part, I was about to say, I don't know about that's an interesting story there, T. But yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So yes, I will seek another bottle of this, but not at full secondary.
No. I this is one, like, I'm not going to go out of my way.
But I can see why people pay it, though.
I understand why. But the whole point of this hobby is to get a good bargain on a good bottle. This is a great bottle. And when I acquire one, I would like to be able to say, I got it for MSRP. So that's what I'm going to specifically look for if I ever come across this. There's no reason to pay the insane markup prices for something that doesn't need to be. And that goes for Irish, Scotch, all whiskey.
But especially bourbon nowadays.
Especially bourbon now.
I was about to say. Now, granted, you're all here because you're curious, because you're wondering how this will stack up. Well, folks, don't worry, because in the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament, we're going to have all kinds of comparative data for you to... Down boy. Wow. Okay. Don't worry, you're gonna get a chance to try some more.
You have a bag
at the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament that's coming up here real soon, folks. William Larue Weller
this is amazing.
Versus Elmer T. Lee versus Van Winkle 10 versus Blanton's Gold, folks. So you're going to need to be right here, subscribed to the K.O.E. Nation to see how that goes down, folks. But T, anything you'd like to say to the folks?
This is magic in a bottle, and this definitely lived up to the hype. It not only met the expectations, but it did surpass them. Bravo, bravo, and one more time, bravo.
We now need to find the unicorn that cried into this bottle and just try to get some more unicorn tears in here.
I'll tell him a sob story. We'll collect the tears and then resell them at secondary price.
Jesus Christ. Or at least review them. I don't know. But folks,
that too.
As I'm known to say around here, all that being said, it happened, folks. You were here for it. I am your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E. Find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Find this guy at Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok and the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm a little flustered, flabbergasted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. God bless America. Yes, thank you. I'm really happy to have gotten to do this, folks.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this was fucking awesome. God bless every last one of you. I hope you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. T, take it away. I'm just babbling now.
Thanks for stopping in. This was amazing. Thank you again.
Woo!
Here and see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah.